Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for dropping in so early. I know I'm changing my times up. I actually meant to talk about it yesterday, but I went to the dentist and had a lot of things to do. So I ended up not streaming, but I am going to be changing up my times. So we're giving this a shot right now. Yes, kobolds are not invincible. Stay safe, and I hope you have a good day at work. I just like chowed down a bunch of food, so I'm trying. I got my coffee, I got my beans, my bean juice. Okay, so today we still need to finish off leveling my enchanter. We still need to finish off leveling the beast lord because we need to test all of those pets at top level. Where is my mouse? There is my mouse. We're getting there. These are my classes now. The entire beta, I was like, it would be really nice if I could sort those classes by level. I learned yesterday that you just got to click this thing. How embarrassing. But we're getting there. We're getting there. So Enchanter's almost there. Beast Lord's got a little bit to go. I can probably do Beast Lord with Shaman, but we shall see. And then these are the ones that I need to level, but I don't tend to play those classes, so they're going to take a little bit longer. Good morning. Thank you for dropping in so early, people. All right. So this is my favorite spot in the whole giggity. And the reason why is because right here, there are no golems. There is two places with no golems. The first is, I gotta unfilter. The first is the entrance, so here, but there is a golem that spawns right there. And then if you come all the way down here to here, there's a safe spot right here where nothing spawns. And then all of this area right here has no golems. So you're good to go. Hi, Red. The biggest complaint in this zone is you have to kill golems. So if you don't have a build that can tear through golems, which is actually quite rare, they have a lot of hit points, this is where you want to be. And there's like a rat man that comes down that spot there that you can kill. Also, I spent a lot of time up top farming the Idol of the Underking. So if you want your improved healing 3 focus, that guy is here. Oh, he's actually up at the moment. So if you, somebody's going for him. If you come down the entrance here, so here's where you spawn in. You come down here through the elementals, you drop down into the pit, in over to here. And then once you're here, you go through here, through this door, and into the jails. And he's right at the end here. He's not too difficult, but he does have 2 guards out front. And if you pull them, you have a chance of pulling him too. So, whoops, hit points. Live, please. My pet's probably furiously healing me. Let me fix that problem right there. There we go. We're fine, we're fine. So that's how you get the Idol of the Underking. It's right there. We do need to do some focus farming too. So that's on the list whenever I have a character that goes into those spaces. So the amulet that I want that has mana preservation 2, which is the highest you can get at the moment, unless there's sky stuff that I'm unaware of, that is in Runny Eye Citadel. So we do need to farm that too. I have morning growly voice right now. Everybody's waking up. People are taking coffee. I know some people mention that they watch me when they're at the gym, and it's amazing how many people actually do. So I'm sorry. I will still be streaming a little bit later. I'm just not going to as late as I usually do. I need some time to wind down before I go to bed, and I haven't been having that. I did not refill my water. That's okay. It's a solid listen whilst on the treadmill. That's good to know. That's good to know. That means my voice isn't irritating. That's always a great thing for a streamer. Yeah. I've got some macros going now. So this is my Mez macro. It will stop my songs, turn my attack off so that I don't break my own mesmerization. It will then cast Overchannel, which is our resist modifier, and then pause for a moment and cast my Mez. And it's really nice because now I don't have to tash first. I just Overchannel onto it. So good. And then my melody macro should put me back into Spellblade. So here's my melody macro. It will stop my songs because there's a bug with songs at the moment. You don't want to mess with that. It will activate my harm touch because I'm a Shadow Knight. Then it will swap me into Spellblade and then do my melody and put my attack on. You can, if you don't have an alt activate in there, put a pet attack in there as well, which is really nice. Good morning, and is the ODS on Legends Menopause 3? ODS, is that the... Nope, my brain is not working that one. Which one's the ODS? So this will harm touch if it's up, which it comes up pretty often because I am a Shadow Knight and I Reeve, and Reeve lowers my cooldown. It's such a good combination. I also put a stop song on my Feign Death because that was getting me. The Obulus Death Shroud. Oh, that does not drop on Legends. That is a Kunuk drop. And we don't have Kunuk yet. Kunuk is slated for the end of this year. So the best we've got is the Blackened Iron Medallion, which is Mana Preservation 2. Yeah, classic only. Ooh, rare. Yay. Let's Mez the Healer. There we go. So this is Bard, Shadow Knight, Enchanter. It's been doing fairly well. I'm in 3, but I'm also geared. I have my Earthquake in main hand. So boom booms, lots of boom booms, even though I'm single targeting. I am finding having the Enchanter there really comfortable for Shadow Knight, because Shadow Knight has those moments where your taps are not keeping up, and the Enchanter pet will heal you during those. So it's really good. And then the Enchanter also gives you a damage shield. Have they put out an ETA on the Kunuk roadmap? No, not yet. They just said end of this year. But if you've been keeping up with the Discord, they did say they're going to put a roadmap out for us at some point. So we will have that information. And everybody's waiting for it. All the information. We want it. Give it to us now. So keep an eye on the Discord if you're not in it. Let me see if I can... Can I invite to server? Yes. Why? Copy. So this is the EQL Discord. EQL Discord. I should probably put this one onto a macro too. Make sure you're in there for all relevant information. This guy is taking a while to kill. Oh, I'm in evasive stance, that's why. That's the only thing I don't change up with a macro, because you have to manually do that. Because sometimes you don't want your macro putting you into a stance that you don't want to be in. But I did get into trouble earlier. Oh, no key, so you're on Frost Reaver? How is Frost Reaver? I keep hearing people saying it's good and other people saying like it's just full of bots. Like, I don't know if I can handle that many bots running around, because it's the one that has like multi-boxing allowed. No, thank you. I've had enough of that. And I have yet to feel the desire to multi-box on this. Waiting room 2, Quarm. Good for you so far. I'm glad that you do have something to play though. I know a lot of people have tried it and then they were like, nope, I'm just gonna wait for EQL. Soon, guys, soon. We just started June. We just got to get through June into July, and we're good to go. You do not box? Yeah. I started doing that because I don't like waiting around for groups. So I like to be by myself. Just curious, why no pet? I thought I saw you going ham with Chanapet yesterday. I was wondering if it doesn't work in all edits. Pet is right here. There he is. Janan. I'm just tanking because I'm SK. Whoops, we're good. Yeah. So I'm tanking because player will always be better than pet. And then I'm just letting him heal me up in DPS. Between my life taps and his heals, I almost never go down. I think I went down once because a caster just nuked me dead. I wish very much that the healer pet had gone to mage. As much as I love enchanters, and I'm glad that they got a really good pet, I would have loved to have seen mage have a healer pet as part of their kit, because they don't really need the air pet. The air pet stuns, and a healer could stun. He keeps me healed? Yeah. He has LOH and he has greater heals. I did try to put a focus effect on him to increase his healing, and it didn't work. But I did try. Where's this guy? I see 2 targets. Oh, he's over there. Oh, and he's hurting me bad. Because casters. Casters. Evasive set. I got vegetables. No! Leech touch. Yay! Spam all the buttons. Heal me. Heal me, sir. I don't even have the time to like stop and nope, dead. And that's what casters do on 3. Because I am difficulty 3. It's okay. It's okay. So let me just save this. We'll save this to SK combat. And we will do rebuffs really quickly. It's okay. We're good. So the pet is not charmed pet for the enchanter? No, you don't have to use your charms anymore. You can still use charms. But if you just want a pet that will keep you safe, that can taunt and tank if you need it to, the enchanter animation is really good now. It's actually one of my favorite pets of all pets. As I was saying, like the mage doesn't actually need an air pet, because the air pet is like less DPS than the water pet and less tanking than the earth pet. So I would have really liked the air pet to become a healer. All right, let me just really quickly, because I haven't been on this computer playing this combination yet. So I got to set this up super fast. Grim Aura, statistics, charisma. Charisma is still useful for landing some of your spells. Don't need this. I don't particularly care about any of that. I do care about resist magic. And I don't have fire. Okay, well, that doesn't matter. And vampiric. Vampiric does more single target than AoE. If you're AoEing a lot, use Scream of Death instead. Conversions. And I could use Boon, I don't really have the spell slots to keep it up right now. There is a problem with that. And I like to put my shadow set on. There we go. Save to SK buff. Oh, I need to summon my pet. Oh, yes. Okay, pet. Animation, and then we can swap this one to pet haste. So my SK actually gets strength and death, which will give attack speed and armor class and strength to my pet, which is great. All right, where are we? Mage pets better get a huge buff since they babied enchanter. I mean, they kind of did. They now have access to cleave. They have double hit points because everything became a warrior, and the warrior became a ranger as well. So the ranger will heal itself with baby ranger heals. It will buff itself with DS, It's not bad at all, but warrior paladin is just really strong right now. So it overshadows everything else. Okay, quick buff. I'm pretty sure my haste, this one, will overwrite that because it'll give him more haste, but I actually prefer the armor class and strength on him. All right, swap to SK combat. Nope, that's saving. Don't do that. That's not kosher. The Necropets are okay. So Necropets got Shadow Knight as well. They're able to life tap. They will Dooming Darkness. They're pretty good. They will lay on hand. Not lay on hands. Harm touch. Yes, they all got multi-class and stat increases. I wish Mage got a niche where they could actually be a decent little healer. All right, back to it. Back to the grind. Entrance that one. Get interrupted. Entrance that one. I see my pet is taunting. I have this issue between going from my laptop to this one where my pet taunts turn on and off, but I haven't quite figured out like what it's actually doing in order to report it. Pets are great against everything but raid bosses. I've seen some decent raid bossing stuff, so they're not too bad. But at the same time, if I want a pet to tank a raid boss, I should be backing that up really hard because a pet shouldn't be able to tank as well as an actual person tanking. But I still wouldn't mind it. That's a few more than I expected, but enchanter! Enchantment. We'll stop this one and we'll stop this one here because he's a caster too. Here we go. Oh, no, he resisted. No, he didn't. Oh, I interrupted him. That's what it was. Okay, we're good. We're good. I love that over channel. I don't like, however, the fact that you can't change your invocations whilst you are bard songing, because that's a little annoying. Jeez, there's 2 warrior enchanters in there. We'll take this guy here. Did you just quote Dragon Age? I did. I don't realize I'm quoting a lot of things that I quote, so yes, I did quote Dragon Age. This is a very comfortable combination just because I don't have to do a lot with it except lock things down. And I feel like the locking down now is worth doing compared to before, where you just like bullied your way through not combat, content. Into over channel. There is a cooldown on these, which is why Spellblade didn't work last time. I swapped too early. Chantapet getting heals is giving me hope for the Ranger Wizard Enchanter trio I want to try. I think I saw you take down Nagi pre-buff as like Mage Chanter Bard, which is crazy. I guess anything can really work. I was Mage Necromancer Bard. But if you have been paying attention to the Discord, as always, Secrets yesterday did some leaks. She likes to come in and she likes to drop little bombs and just let us sit there with the bombs. And she leaked that there are 3 new invocations coming, 3 more invocations, let me pronounce that correctly. And she wouldn't tell us what they were, but she did give us the names of them. One was arcane, which could be anything. The other was channeling, which might be a few things that we thought of. And the other was, what was it? Undying? It was a defensive sounding name. Let me see if I can find her really quickly. And that sounds like a defensive ability. And I am all down for casters getting a defensive ability. It should be right around here. I'm not finding it fast enough. Oh, I can just search for arcane. Unyielding. That definitely sounds like a caster defensive, and that sounds great. If it was the normal rule set, I would agree with you because the pet would be doing a player's role too effectively. I feel like this is different here with solo players in mind. I do think the pet shouldn't be as good as that you AFK. That's true. I mean, we are going for a power fantasy here, so it could be possible. But at the same time, I don't want that to be so powerful that your best tank pick is going to be just throwing pets at the boss. Because one of the things that you actually do as a, whoops, that's not the button I meant to press, as a mage is chain summon pets. So when your pet is about to die, you are casting a pet so that it comes up when that pet dies. And that's basically how you keep pets going as a mage. So yes, thank you, red flag. See, you're not being a red flag right now. The other thing that Secrets dropped was about Dispel. Let me just find that really quickly. Duration, should find it. This one. This one right here. We're in an ad break at the moment, but that's okay. This one right here. I will talk about this the moment that the ad break comes back out. Okay, so here's where the first golem is. We're just going to entrance him. He's going to resist, but we're going to entrance him. Oh, because my over channel button didn't quite. There we go. Yesterday, I was entrancing them, and then mem wiping them so I didn't have to kill them. Which I could probably still do, just to show you the shenanigans I was up to yesterday. Let's see. Detrimental memory blur. Whoops. He hit me. Oh, he hit me. Rude. Because they do take a lot of time. But sometimes memory blur also doesn't work. So you're taking a lot of time trying to mem blur them. So if they don't mem blur by the first or second, I will usually just kill them. Is that guy still there? Oh, I can't tell. My range isn't far enough. I miss having big range on my druid. Okay. And detrimental memory blur. It helps if you already have it on your bar. And this is why you want charisma on. I believe charisma helps with memory blur. But I'm not a big enchanter person, so I'm not 100 on that. Waiting for it to pop. There we go. Bye. Yeah, he's farming the totem. And then you don't have to fight that. What combo are you playing today? I think I make out Bard something Enchanter. Yeah, Bard, Shadow Knight, Enchanter. I tend to Bard Shadow Knight when I'm leveling stuff in the hole just because it's easier for that combination to level anything. It's just a really strong combination. Paladin works too, but I prefer SK. Okay, we'll mez this guy. And we'll kill this one. Did I get him? Yeah, I got him. Swap over to Spellblade, which I can't do because I am doing that. Restart, there we go. And a harm touch. Fortunately, I just have to restart my melody and it'll go. Okay, so everyone's back from the ad. So let's talk about secrets yesterday. Avatar Power, Lava Breath, Frost Breath, Beholder Dispel, and Phobo Cancel now only reduce the duration of the affected buff instead of removing it entirely. So that's not in right now, but that's something that's coming. That secret's leaked. And that means Membler doesn't have a resist check if I remember right, so Char won't impact it. Okay, good to know. Good to know. That just means I don't have to rebuff it. So what Secrets is saying is that the raid bosses that do the breath dispels or the AoE dispels will no longer immediately eat your buffs. They will lower your buffs until it's gone. So the duration of your buffs. So for all the people that were like, dispel mechanics are horrible, and oh my god, you need to go get your J boots and clickies for dispel, you don't have to worry about it so much now. Well, when that comes out. So I'm excited for that one. We all love when Secrets drops the secrets. Oh, well, if I don't have to worry about Memblur, that's good. I don't do it now because I'm high enough level just to go through them pretty quickly. But I thought I'd show it up there because it's one of those little tricks that enchanters can do that not many people realize. It does impact Mez? That's interesting. I thought it was only charm, so if it does impact Mez, then that's worth rebuffing. Resident Enchanter right here with red. We're going back down to the place where there is no golems. It's a bit of a slug when you're low level to get down there, which is why most people just stay up at the front. But it's not too bad. Occasionally this guy's a rare, which he is not this time. We got a ratty. Up to around 200, though I have no idea about EQL. Oh, that's a good point. What is my charisma? My charisma is 237 with buff. What is it without? Where are my buffs? Here. I have 197, so I don't really need to do that if that's the case. You like the little rat guys? Whenever we were down here with my husband, he would always charm the rat man. Like nothing else, just the rat man. They're so cute. I really hope that maybe Rotungar will come over because I think they're cute. That wall is newly painted. Good morning. Good morning. I just covered the sound panels with a gray so that they weren't so white and standing out back there. Skaven. Oh, it's just... We'll kill him, actually. Because this is a rare spawn spot, so we'll kill him. But this build works pretty well versus golems. They just have a lot of hit points. I just consider them like equivalent to a dual class. But when they dual class, that's a problem. They hit really hard too. Like if you're an enchanter or a bard and you want to charm for high DPS, these are the guys that you charm. They go from 48 to 54. So you need one that is 51 or lower. And they are a little bit resistant, but you do have overchannel. So overchannel does help a lot with that. Oops, there we go. My poor harm touch. It does nothing. It's like one tiny little nuke. Oh, we got an ad. It is really comfortable to switch in and out on stuff in this game, so I like it. But I have, for this combination, felt a little uncomfortable with how many gem slots I have. Because 5 are always taken up by Bard, and Enchanter tends to want a lot of things on their bar. So I wouldn't mind some changes to maybe Enchanter buff duration. That would help a lot. Because their damage shield and their haste are very short duration compared to every other buff. Good morning, Aurora. Also, a good morning, Bun. I did not say good morning to you. Hi. Hi. I hope everyone's having a good morning. I know I'm so early. I'm early, but this is probably a good time for me. No big deal. I need coffee. Everybody needs coffee. Is the imp a rare? No. The imp is not a rare. They're like rarely seen around, but they're a normal mob. The first times I came down here, I was like, is that a rare? No, it's not. I have my coffee here. I haven't been drinking it. I should be. This is my mocha. I just took a little sip. Apparently, if I drink on stream, it's really loud. I need to fix the gain on my mic. I'm not entirely sure where to do that, though. I'll work on it. No EQ coffee mug? I mean, I'm pretty sure now that you've mentioned it, my husband will get me an EQ coffee mug. That's just how he works, apparently. What kind of EQ coffee mug would I want? Would I want like a class thing? Maybe the mage cup with like the mage emblem on it? That'd be funny. You don't see the emblems in this. Maybe one of the other loadouts has it. I'm gonna have to check now. Interface, load UI skin. Let's use the default. Wait. I can get hubby to do stuff? The power. You probably can. Oh, yep, there you go. This has the bard icon. I am not a bard though. I am a mage and I don't want that for my icon. Like this UI is fine. It's just, it feels too old. Let me go back to mine. I just like the modern. I guess I'm just a modern person. Mug with Nagy's face on it for hot beverages, cold face for cold beverages. I like that idea. I like it. Hey, back up because it'll almost always pull that rock golem at the front there. There we go. I think I need to compact my map too. Display types, compact, light. There we go. That was taking up a little bit too much real estate. I wonder if my guildies are going to do anything today. Looks like they're just leveling right now. Oh no, Minna is in Plane of Hate right now. He's getting some gear, I guess. Or he found Inura Cup. Good morning, Kazan. Good morning. Seems like everybody's getting coffee right now. So I guess my streams will be morning time coffee streams and then later time exercise streams. All right, and now we're down where we were before. Scratching, clawing, biting more. You can't see that because I got say in a different window. I have actually been getting some people coming by and saying stuff to me just because I'm Giggle Mage. So I have to make sure that's shifted out as well. I started my day with a breakfast burrito and a Dr. Pepper. I like breakfast burritos. I make those for my husband to take to like work and stuff. They're so convenient. And they're so easy to make for yourself too. I'm not a Dr. Pepper fan though. I don't like cola of any description. It leaves like an acidic taste in my mouth. Where are you? Oh, you're on guard. Every now and then, my pets will go to guard, and I don't know why. And what is going on here? Goodness. There we go. I don't know why that changed. But yes, if you're ever leveling down here, here's the safe spot. Nothing will ever come here. You can literally AFK all day right here. All right, there we go. What are we up to? Oh, we're almost 48. That's good. Dr. Pepper is a superior cola. I'll have to take your word on it. I'd probably bleed Dr. Pepper if I was injured. I've had so much over the years, it's probably replaced my blood. I know people that drink soda that much too, so. I stopped drinking soda when I was much younger. I ended up preferring just clean tastes, and soda was not one of those things. I do occasionally have one when I order like a burger or something like that though. It's hard to have fast food without a soda. It's just the complete. You're that way with Diet Coke? I know plenty of people as well that just prefer the taste of Diet Coke, not the fact that it's diet. So that's really interesting to me. I mostly drank, I guess it's Sprite. In Australia, we just call it lemonade, and lemonade in America is a completely different thing. I came here young and unknowing, and my husband was like, "What drink would you like?" And I said, "Lemonade." And he got me lemonade that was actual lemon. And I was like, "That's not lemonade." And I had to show him what I meant, and he's like, "Oh, you want a Sprite." Uh, it's like chips. Chips in Australia or French fries. We're very European, I guess. Fresca? I haven't tried Fresca, but I will absolutely add some things to my list. There's lots of stuff people are like, "You should try this." And I don't mind trying something every now and then, so I'm sure your hubby will get it now, right? I'm sure he will. Is that like the soda water that has flavor in it? I think that is what my brain is thinking. I'm not a huge fan of soda water either. And fizzy stuff tends to make me hiccup. Another reason why I don't really do fizzy stuff. Oh, a grapefruit flavored soda. That sounds interesting. Oh, where did you come from? All right, well, we definitely need to mez you. Oh, Zarn! Zarn live. I can't heal my pet, which means we have to mez down so that he can heal himself. There we go. You're good. You're good. We'll kill that. We'll kill the pet. And you will be safe, sir. Heal yourself. See, this is the other cool thing. He heals himself, so he won't die as easily. Good boy. All right, visor. I picked up ice cold Dr. Pepper to curb the nicotine craving when I quit smoking. The harshness of chugging it distracted. Oh, goodness. I quit cold turkey. I used to smoke in it as a teen, and then I moved here. Well, not here, but I moved to America when I was like 20 and stopped smoking cold turkey then. You quit cold turkey after 24 years? It hurt? Yeah. Good on us, though. It's a good habit to drop because that's not going to be very healthy for you. But, you know, vices are vices. I never did take to grapefruit, but when I was little, I can remember my grandmother having half a grapefruit every morning for breakfast. Wasn't that some kind of like longevity food? Eat grapefruit to live longer or something? I love grapefruit for breakfast with sugar. Oh, interesting. I don't think I've had much in the way of grapefruit either. Do you have a damage shield? Yeah, you do. I'm like, why are we both getting torn up? Because he's a magician with a damage shield, and I didn't dispel it. Oh, my spells are also... Why do you do this? Anything else? Yes. Oh my gosh. Ding, 48. All right, let's check out 48 spells. I think this is the level of new pet. Yes, Kintaz. Excellent. Let's get him up. Super Pain, don't care. Shadow, don't care. Oh, Group Magic, Resist Noise. And Cessation, which we can put in here. Actually, no, we can't. So, as an enchanter, you do not want to use Celo's Chords of Cessation because it will dot anything that you're trying to mez. It won't dot anything that is already mezzed, but it will dot what you're trying to mez and immediately break it. So do not use that. Okie dokie. You need to leave. And we finally have the level 48 pet, which people are telling me is 39. My last one was 34, so yep, 39. That's a shame. I really hope they give us some extra levels on the pets. All right, so haste. 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 There we go. She doesn't look like she's using a footstool, Squint. Look. I may have not done good posture. Okay, I'm doing it now. After the recent pet patch, is there a consensus of whether Beastwater or Magician Earth Pet is the better tank? I'm still not with the highest level beast tank yet, so I haven't checked it myself. The general consensus is, though, that the Mage Pet will tank better because the Beast Pet is still only 39, whilst the Mage Pet is 41. And Mage can actually focus their pet, Beast Lord cannot. That would be interesting if they changed that so that foci worked for all pets. I was stepping back when you were talking about the Ench spell. Can you say it again? Oh, which part? I think I was just talking about not being able to mez things if you have the Bard AoE song slow that also dots. You don't want to be playing that because you'll try to mez something and it's already dotted. So don't play that. Just use the low level Largos. No dot there. Okay, we're hasting. I'm using enchanter haste, not because it's higher, because it's actually not technically, but because I wanted to keep these open for more bard songs. I can technically remove Lagros as well if I want to pull with slow. So that is an option. But as a Shadow Knight, you want your dex and you want your increased spell damage. DS is always nice. I'm using my footstool now, see? Don't forget the Necropet is an SK and cast life set now. Sustain? Yes, it does. And technically the SK pets are also SKs because they use the Necromancer pets. All right, 48. We got 2 levels to go. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to grind in here today, but we shall see. I am high enough to take this into Plains, but Plains gives you like no experience. I was in a Sky Raid yesterday and somebody was 49. They came up and they're like, "Hey, can I join your raid?" And we were like, "Okay," because we had 3 slots open. They join our raid and at the end they dinged. And we're like, in order to ding in a Sky Raid, which you get 0.04, I think, experience per kill, you had to be so close to level, you may as well have just leveled yourself first. But congratulations to that guy. It may be too much to hope that they make them mirror your level, but I hope that would at least push them up to dark blue. Yeah, they need to at least be dark blue, especially if you're going tank pet versus raid, because that's an even larger increase. I wouldn't mind things being out level though. It doesn't necessarily need any boost to stats. It just needs the ability to hit and take damage from things our level instead of their level. So we can hope. They are listening very closely to us, so I'm not too worried about the future at the moment. Maybe when we get closer to launch, I'll be a little more panicky, but right now we're good. And even then, it's their game, their choice. All right, we are still in over channel. Let's swap that. Harm touch. I do like having harm touches auto because I always forget to click the button. And then once my melody is started, I can't do anything about that because you can't harm touch whilst melody is on. Oh, Anomaly made more levels. Grats, Anomaly. You finally made 50. Bard, Beast Lord, Cleric. That's actually one of the combinations I wanted to try. I need to ask him how it's going. How's that combo going, Anomaly? have hair on my keyboard. My hair is so long it gets everywhere. It just seems too much not done. I can see this being ready for launch. Can't see this being ready for launch next month unless they leave a lot undone. So a lot of people say that, and I understand why, because I mean, obviously not everybody is a game developer or has been in closed betas, alphas, et cetera, the amount of work they have put in and the amount of stuff they have actually done in what this was, I think this was like last year, is actually pretty massive. So I'm not too worried about that either. I think the thing I mostly worry about is them having major issues. So like putting in the instancing seems kind of easy, but then there's that one bug that just won't let them get past that. That's what I'm worried about. But I think they'll be fine. They are working very, very hard. So hard that Secrets does not get her paid time off. She's her own boss. I'm joking. All right, here we go. Channeler. We'll mez you. And you, because you is caster. And then we'll kill you. There we go. I think I need a pause in there. My spell blade is not clicking in properly. There we go. So anomaly says, safe but a little slow, but overall okay. I think I'm going to do beast, monk, cleric, or bard. Interesting. Yeah, bard plus beast is still very low DPS. Let's get this guy next. Unfortunately, I figured as much. A lot of my combos have to be bard something or mage something. And bard beast lord was very slow for me too. Because bard itself does not have a lot of DPS unless you get to 43. And beast lord does not have a lot of DPS on its own either, so. I'm hoping that gets fixed. Beast lord does not have a real good identity at the moment. It's a lesser mage, a lesser DPS, a lesser support. So we're hoping there's some changes coming there. They are dropping patches left and right, though. They absolutely are. Like every week, there's a patch. And between those, there's like mini patches. So it's going. It's going. I'd be tempted to come here and try Shadow Knight, Enchanter, Shaman. That would be very strong. Shadow Knight, Shaman is on its own really, really strong. And then if you add any kind of CC, mana regen, even DPS, you'll be golden. You'll be golden. What are your thoughts on mentioning that Tuesday's upcoming patch may possibly allow pets to be viable tanks? I mean, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I want the pets to be able to tank. I don't want them to be able to out tank though. I want it to be not a massive struggle to keep a pet up, but something you have to prepare for. I don't want mage pet to just go in there and I can heal it with my mage heals. Like that's not okay. Maybe with Beast Lord heals because they get the equivalent of superior healing. So I'd be fine with that. Mage Beast Lord pet being able to tank, good with that. Like I just don't want it to be set and forget. I don't want set and forget. Pretty dwarves get skunks. That's pretty. Yes, I actually have the ability to go dwarf, and I am seriously considering it in order to play my beast lord with the skunk because it's adorable. What would you recommend as a third class for rogue bard? SK. 100% either SK or cleric, but I play rogue bard SK. I can tank like a monster. I can tap, I can DPS. The SK taps combined with the rogue utility is amazing. You can hide and sneak anywhere. Anywhere that fails, you have both escape and FD. And when you're FD, you can hide and sneak and stand up. So that would be my recommendation. I used to do my rating as mage, necromancer, bard, my group rating, but now I do it as SK. And I am comparable DPS to the other DPSers, so I love it. More pet coming, yes, more pet buffs are coming next week. This is just we've put them in, now tell us what you think. And that's all about testing. That's what beta testing is for. They listen to our streams when we're streaming. They go in and, oh, I'm not hearing the sounds, so I'm actually missing things. Give me 1 second here. Let's see. Oh, goodness. Oh, Nighttime actually gave me a shout out again. That big fan guy. Thank you for the follow. Woo freaking who. Oh my goodness. Thank you for the follow. Knight Rider 2000. Thank you for the follow. RHB Machine. Thank you for the follow. And MMO Ted. Thank you for the follow. You guys rock. Welcome to my community. Oh, and Scooter Rules. Thank you for the follow. SK makes sense to you too. I was hearing that taps not be enough to. Okay. So taps are iffy, but if you have the AAs behind them, they're actually very strong. It goes off crit AAs, healing AAs, damage AAs. It takes into account your improved damage items and your improved healing items. So once you get it up, once you have the AAs behind it, once you have the gear behind it, it's really strong. Also, you can use Rizlonas, which I do, and that will also increase how much your taps do. Hi, Orc Boy. Good morning. Good morning. Let me go back down here. For people that want to play healer play solo, I feel the pets have to get to the point where they can tank a raid boss. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If a pet can tank a raid boss with you playing a support behind it, that's okay. I'm good with that. I just don't want a pet to be able to tank a raid boss if you're like mage, let's see, mage, berserker, monk. That's not okay. Tell us. Thank you for the follow. I don't know why my audio is being weird today. Let me see if I can find my settings here really quickly. Bluetooth devices, maybe. Oh no, it's not connected. Connect. Hola. Oh, I'm getting attacked. Where? There we go. We'll mez you. No, my audio is just not coming through. That's okay. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay. All the other 14 classes, try them all, see what you like best. Absolutely, that is also an option. I have found some really interesting combos that I never expected to enjoy, that I do, in fact, enjoy. I've been having coffee? Yeah, I'm getting all the coffee people this morning. Dope, phone was silent, missing a notification. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just glad you popped on in. I did start much earlier today than I usually do, so it's good to have you here. What did you say your rate as was? Yeah, it was SK Bard Rogue. Sorry, another question. Ask all the questions. I love the questions. The questions are what I'm here for. How does the 3-class mechanic work? Is there a primary class and then 2 secondaries? If so, does primary get anything the secondaries don't? Technically, no. You are everything of all the classes you pick. The only difference for primary is that the primary is locked behind what your starting race is, or what race you have unlocked at the start. So I started High Elf. That means that all the classes I could pick were from High Elf. I believe I actually started Mage there. So if I had unlocked other races then, I could have unlocked... I think it works like that. before you actually lock in your class. That's something I have to actually check. But yeah, it's mostly because of your race. So if I started Dark Elf, I would have, let's see, what's Dark Elf? Cleric, Enchanter, Magician, Necromancer, Rogue, SK, and Warrior and Wizard to pick from. I wouldn't be able to pick from the other ones. That's what the primary is. Also, after you're locked in, your primary will lock in and you can only choose that one class from then on until you unlock more. So that's what the main primary mechanic is. At 50, you get a token. I used mine on Bard. And then to unlock more for your primary, you have to... That's not right. Oh, no, there. You have to do these. These are Sky Quests. You basically have to find all of the items in Sky, do all the quests, and you will unlock the class. Yeah, you are soft locked into primary into later progression. That happens at 11, and it will give you a warning before it locks you. So you don't have to worry about accidentally locking something in. You have to select what you're doing and then hit OK, basically. Do not be FERD. No FERD. Yeah, giggles and questions are my thing, totally. All right, what? Get off my pet. Get on off of my pet. All right. So you have to hit 50 on a primary class before you can, oops, I scrolled, before you can get a second class? Technically, no. If you can manage to get all the Sky Quest stuff done for a class before 50, it will unlock that. So you can technically do it if you get somewhere between 46 and 50, because you need 46 to get up into planes. Do you know if anyone has completed any Sky class quests? Yes, multiple people. I have friends that have unlocked like 3 or 4 classes by now. I unfortunately have not. I only went to Sky yesterday. That was my first time doing any of the Sky questing stuff. And I did get a few things. I got the monk boots. I got the mage face. I got lots of little things that I can't use right now because I need other items in order to get them. So I have been starting. I've seen a few streamers that have most of the classes unlocked before they made Sky Quest easy. Yeah, exactly. Some people just went to 50 and immediately started unlocking classes and did nothing else but that. Whereas I went and started leveling classes because my intention is to test everything at 50. I was reading a recommendation to level Druid and Wizard on secondaries for travel utility and then switching to what you want after that. Is that worth it? You don't need to do both. You just really need to do one. I only have Druid stuff unlocked, but it is highly recommended. It will make getting around much faster and much smoother. Can you just hang on to the primary class token as long as you like before choosing? Yes, you don't have to use it straight off. It's just an item. It'll sit in your inventory until you click it. You won't lose it. Be careful of old Sky Quest info as well if you're looking up info. We're making changes up there. The EQL wiki will have updates as they can. Yeah, I've been using the EQL wiki for mine. It is mostly updated there. Excuse you, I'm talking and you're hitting me and that's just rude. I don't think you understand how this streaming thing works. It is so nice having Mez. I feel much safer in the upper difficulties now. Like, much safer. Mina still doesn't have his chest piece for his warrior. We killed a Norok the other day and just killed a bunch of the big guys that drop warrior items, and I got 3 warrior braces. Like, really? That's just mean. They understand that you're giving an evil monologue. The hero always attacks them. That's true. But I'm not like monologuing at them. So they should be nice to me until I smack them in the face with a weapon. This is where it starts to slow down, and I tend to move from the elementals to deeper because then the golems start giving more experience. But I think what we'll do, you got a message. Oh no. Hi. Oh, excellent. I just got good news. My LLC is complete. All right. Tab apparently has gotten 6 of them. How about we go do some, as a change of pace, some farming in hate? Or should we go to fear? Because I haven't been there yet. I've done some hate stuff. I can't help but to wonder if they include the item tables that were hidden in the OG game, like the clicky quests that gave cleric necro clickies, but only implemented like 3 or 5 quest lines. They have been actually doing that. The new mobs in Befallen aren't actually new, they're old. And the items that they drop are also old. Or at least some of them are. I think some might be new as well. But they are including some of the stuff that didn't make it or got removed. So that's exciting. All right, where am I bound? I'm like char, and I must have spelt it incorrectly. Peniel. So I'm bound here. So what I actually want to do is go bind in. I want to bind near Sky so I can get there quickly. So let me do that really quick. We'll go to West Commons, and then I'll go out and bind near Sky, and then I'll run to Hate. Some old, some new. Yep. Ella's used to have all that info, but lost time after the acquisition. Sadly, it's an old website now. So yeah, just kind of lost information along the way. And of course, stopped being updated as much. Just all that stuff. It's fine. We'll have our own Wicca. A Wicca. All right, we can remove this and put in movement cellos. Oh, actually, there's something I want to test before I do that. Beneficial movement, scaled wolf. It doesn't say it has Denna, but scaled wolf has a really, really long duration. And I'm curious if it's so speed or not. He's so cute. Look at me. It is actually less than so speed. That's interesting. It used to have a movement speed component. And it's still in beneficial movement. That is really, I might poke them about that one. This is my favorite scaled wolf. It's so cute. Yeah, 39 is base speed though. Even so is like 40, 43, I think. Something like that at this level. Alakazam's is old enough to drink. It is. I found Caster's Realm on there. I read a lot of Caster's Realm. That was where I got a lot of my information from Age back in the day. I haven't thought of Ella's in a long time, along with Graf and the safe house. Yes, those were a thing too. Ella's doesn't show up on not find. It's not find. Internet searches anymore. You can't Google it. You have to go straight to the website. I'll have to go back onto live and just test that. I've done that a few times now. I've been like, is this what it's normally like on live? And then gone to live and checked. But Bard speed. I love my bard speed. If there's one reason to play bard, it's for that. Though I do have unholy steed. Look at that pretty pony, which is equivalent to 1 less velocity. Now, I think this is probably a problem. I think these guys, this is the first horse, are supposed to be sow speed, but right now they're bard speed because there's another rank of horse, which is what I assume is supposed to be the fastest horse. So right now you get cheap bard speed horse. He's so pretty, pretty pony. Should female characters ride side saddle? I mean, that's so old. They don't have to. Base Pally SK horse on live was actually faster than bard speed? Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. I don't need to be on my pony now, though. It used to summon a bridle. It actually still says it does, I think. Yeah, summons the bridle of a very fast unholy speed. But they made it so it just summons the horse. Oh, sorry, sir, I just trampled you. But I do have both of those horse, I was going to say saddle clicky, bridle clickies, because I like to keep things that disappear. They're just taking up space in my bank now. Oh, the upgrade was just cosmetic? Well, there you go. T3 gave levitate and added wings. There is only 2 tiers, sadly. I too loved winged horsies. Okay, through here, and over here. Somebody showed me the other day. Let me see if it still works. Nope. I don't know how they did it. Basically, if you're I didn't mean to click in. If you're swimming and you mount a horse while swimming and getting out of the water, it like launched you. I can't remember who showed me that. I think it might have been Geeks. I don't know. This is not where I meant to go. Hi guys. Wait, what's up? Nothing up in my area. Whee! 'Cause I'm free. Free falling. Every time the horse stops and throws its legs out at an angle, I cringe. I mean, it's still better than it would have been, I think. Because they had to take the Lukeland model of horse and bring it back. And I think they took the original horses like equestrial and did that. And I think it looks cool. Okay, I was supposed to be binding. not zoning up. Which will also make it nice and easy for me to get back there whenever I have to jump. My swimming's still going up. I love the voidlings, they're so cute. I want a clicky voidling pet. Okay, right here. Because you have to fight open world for sky stuff, you want to be able to get here really fast if somebody is like, hey, let's do sky because XYZ is up. So we are going to bind here. Though I do hope they give us solo instances soon. There we go. And then from here, let me just put my haste back here. We are going to go to fear. From here to fear, which is South Row. No, I don't want to pick it up. Oh, I was casting it. You can't actually pick those up. That's interesting. And we're off again. And yes, that is Tom Petty. Because we're old, and that's what we listen to. Okay, that's not that old. It is. Okay, here we go. Let's go Play in Fear with this combination and see what happens. We just gotta make a run. Anything interesting up? I'm hoping to catch Tarantula up, the big boss, and give him a shot. Oh. Petty's crushing for 50 now, 52. That's nice. This is why I need them all at 50. My class is at 50, so I can summon all the best pets and check their damage against each other. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'll do Beast Lord next. But I can't just sit here and grind all day because I get bored. Do I have? Yeah, I do. I was like, do I have Invis verse Undead on this combination? Yes. You definitely want Invis verse Undead. It's a nice spell. And we'll put that here for now. And with Bard, you can double those up. So that's great. You can Invis and Invis Undead. Rod Stewart, Tom Petty, Genesis, The Police. Yep, that's the good stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. Us oldies know what good music is. Pally SK Horse should be ritual. Make bards optional again. It's not a spell though, so it can't be ritualed. But you are correct in saying that it is not a combat effective spell or ability, so it would be relevant to ritual, but we can also buy mounts, so they're just not as fast. Just daydreaming, I know, we all daydream. Lucilius daydreams a ton. He's always in there going, hey, Giggles, tell them XYZ so we get XYZ. I'm sorry, I don't have that kind of pull. I'm not able to do that. Shall we go into 2? Let's go into 2. You're supposed to be able to personal instances, but it doesn't look like they're working, so we have to wait for that. Giggle has the inside track. I don't. Tell them Eric needs a beta key. That's not how it works, guys. Okay, beneficial. No, damage over time. That was cold. Okay, enchanter person. Should I just keep entrance up or should I go to the higher duration dazzle? From Giggle's lips to God's ears. That's not how that works. If Eric gets a beta key, we will know. You'll take one too. If I could, guys, if I could. They're doing a stream tomorrow and they were like, no beta keys. Okay, so what drops warrior gear? It's the monk dudes. The things with the whatsits and stuff. I also still want to get bard gear, so these guys, right? Right? All right. So we don't need this anymore. What did I have there? Am I slow? We definitely want that. It might be worth putting my good slow on though. Hold on. Let me just really quickly rebuff my haste here. My enchanter slow might be good here. As an enchanter person, I don't use any mezzas, but the level 4 and 16 E1s 99% of the time. But considering you are solo and control the breaks, there are fighting tanky mobs, longer duration can be useful. So this would be one of those 1% times. Interesting. Good to know. I tend to use entrance because it's lower mana, still hits up to 55, but it's like 20 seconds shorter than the other one. And the other one has a higher refresh as well. Okay, this shouldn't be too hard, right? But you do believe them, and they are saying no beta keys just to see if people will show up, and then bam, 300 keys get passed out. The riot that would happen if that happened would be huge, and I don't think they're gonna do that. If I get a key, I'll give it to Giggle to give out in channel, not because I'm nice, but because she would squirm. I would. I'd be like, no, I'm not taking your key. You can also spam the level 4 mez as an interrupt. I've seen people spellblade it too, just spellblading the AoE mez. A fun twist if they had something else planned. Maybe. But I don't think they're going to do keys without announcing keys. It would just be too, yeah, it would be bad. I know I can get more if I don't auto sell those, but my inventory does not have a lot of space. How about I zoom in so I can see things? This one's a banshee, yeah. This one's almost always a banshee. Yes, it would be pandemonium. I'm going to assume they probably won't be putting out keys until they figure out the instancing stuff for upper end. Because right now there are so many people in all the upper end stuff that nothing is ever really up. So we're all fighting for the same stuff. So they need those. They need those. She is super resistant. Not even landing my slow, but that's okay. I mean, over channel probably isn't a bad idea up here. Oh, I know what I need. I need this. I'll put it here. So I can cleanse off these things if I need to. Pandemonium. Secret 17th race in Starting City. They already did that in World of Warcraft. We need new players to play Karen when they release them. If they do prior to... Yes. We do, in fact. We don't need new players. We just need Karen. I need my kittas. Is Pet better than Charm now? Technically not. Charm will always be more DPS, but Pet is capable of actually dealing DPS. I actually have this bigger so that you guys can see it right now. Capable of hitting all these things even at 39. Capable of healing itself and healing you. So it's not bad to just have the pet out now. You don't have to charm if you don't want to. Which I love. What do ire ghasts drop? Oh, I didn't realize there was so many rats there. That's okay. We're good. I'm an enchanter. I got this. Except they're on my pet. No! No! Pet, no! He Leo enhanced himself. Pet. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We don't have to FD this time. We don't. Okay, here we go. Everything's fine. The panic is over. Everything is locked down. All right, let's see. Can you command the enchanter pet in EQL? You can. It starts being able to be controlled now, which is amazing. You don't need an AA for it anymore. Charm can double his CC in a pull, though, to take mob out of the fight immediately, though it's not completely reliable. Yes, you can actually do that. At one point, I had pet leave on a charm macro, which also over-channeled so that I could pick up a charm if I really needed to. It was really nice for grabbing like the healers out of combat, but now I just mess everything. We need nulls. They already released Vashir. Yeah, but Vashir aren't here. They have to bring me the Vashir, then they can give you nulls. But I agree. I would love to see more races. Another living lich. We were having a conversation way back on the Discord server about the possibility. Oh, my stuff is... I'm stunned and all my stuff is breaking. The possibility of like a character slot thing that allows you to be another race using the base stats of the race that you actually choose, which would be really nice. So you can cosmetically be a null, but you have Ixar stats, that kind of thing. I think that would be fun. Because they're all about customization here, and appearance items are a thing. Let's see. If you keep a pet in passive mode, will it heal you? Maybe it can be used for sustain combo without reliable sustain. It does not. If it's passive, it will not heal you. All right. He's casting Daring when he should be healing me. I am poisoned. Let's see. We will relock everything and then take the last thing on the list. And you will stun me. That's not nice. I didn't realize you were about to break. Look, sir, I'm doing things. I'm showing people how to enchanter and you're failing me. We are going to pillage his enchantments, which should be on my bar, but is not. And we're okay now. We're okay now. I hope. What do the Karen look like? We don't know. We don't know. We're not even allowed onto the Karen Island at the moment. Melody, too many stuns. Let me help Family Dog Paw show them they are great. There are so many people that want to be gnolls. We are in an ad break at the moment. Let me just mess everything down. We're doing okay. I do have to be careful. I might, of course, I missed the DS. I might have to FD this. We're getting quite a few. Oh my goodness. We're okay. We're okay. But we're holding out as level 48s. I am definitely going to have to get my Dispel up on my bar, though. These guys are due to break. Oh, they've already broken. Ugh. Here we go. I'm stunned. I am out of endurance. Oh no, I let them break and I am so dead because of that. Let's lock everything down that I can. And I'll probably FD this guy over here. Don't cast. Ah! No! Rest in pieces. It's okay. It's okay. We were in ad break anyway. Red, no! Thank you for the subscription. It's called having illusion rituals from leveling an enchanter. Illusions are not part of the list, and I'm going to assume the possibility that they're not part of the list is because some of them actually have combat effect. Thank you, Beast, for the cheer. Are you cheering that I died? That's just mean. And Darby, thank you for the follow. Okay, let me just save this. Swap over to buffs. Escape. No, swap to buffs, not save buffs. I was doing fine. I just had a lot. Karen's will look all smudged like salad cat. I'm excited. They did really good with the Froglock models, so I'm hoping they did good with the Karens as well. Okay. Oh, we need to get pet up. I really should just put pet here and keep it here. So save SK buff. Ogre used to give slam. Wish it gave frontal immunity. Oh, you mean the illusion? I think that would be way too powerful. But we have AA now, so it's not too bad. Oh, for old time's sake. Are you running out of cash now there, Red? I wonder if you add daring to block for you and your pet if he will stop trying to cast it. He doesn't cast it on me. He only casts it on himself. And yes, you can buff block on pets. True, some do provide other effects like, yeah, the plus troll regen and stuff like that. They're tiny, but they are still possible combat effects. So, and I buffed without summoning my pet. Wait, it's fine. It's fine. He'll be fine. If they actually separated the combat effect and illusions into 2 buffs, then it could work as rituals. Yeah, but then casting the illusion is what gives you the buff usually. And I don't think they want to bloat spell lists by having them separated. Because it's already quite bloaty as is. Load. We need to. He needs clarity. That is something you do with your pet now. You give it clarity. I remember when that wasn't a thing. They all bloat down here. Yeah. Ours is avoidable though, because we're restarting. There we go. Load Skelly Combat. Skelly Combat. It's not Skelly Combat, it's SK Combat. No, I mean on live illusion that give you combat. Yeah. They actually have some of that here too. The Druid share form has that. Okay, we're gonna. The map is killing me. It should be auto Z, but it's not. Okay, this way. Those are upstairs. You can come all the way here if you aggro. We're going all the way to the corner. Come here, pet. He's trying. He's trying so hard. Oh gosh. He LOH'd himself. It's okay. We just need you guys over here. And I should be able to get this guy off him. Oh, that loathing lich is so close. Okay, this way, this way, this way. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We got it. I did not load up my dispel. Detrimental, dispel, pillage. Oops, I need to evasive to do that. Detrimental, dispel. Where was it? Pillage. Okay, we're back in business. We're back. Giggle, am I allowed to put in a shameless plug for my suggestion in official Discord in suggestions? I asked that they have had graphics for robes, armors, and skeleton illusions, so the players can still look sexy while using AON. I mean, go ahead, plug that. That sounds great. Does pet use smite to reduce cooldown on LOH? No, it doesn't. It does not smite. We did check, and we did check to see if it did undead procs too. It does not. We need to remez. Remez. Here we go. We're back in. Armor and skeletons would be pretty awesome. And it would give you like something special that changes your look. And I'm always down for that. This seems like it should be in the next patch. Absolutely. I wonder if new hairstyles would be in their abilities. I mean, sure. Anything is within abilities. But I would assume that's something they would add later and not now. Because right now there's mechanic stuff that they need to do, which is way more important. So mechanic stuff first, visual stuff later. Good morning. How goes the EQL adventure? It goes well. Also, good morning to you too. Looking cool, greater than the rest of the game. I mean, Fashion Quest is totally a thing. It goes well. I only died once. I think I only died once. So that's pretty good. The pet died once. So there is that too. Well, I mean, Kittas are an important part. They're a race that is already being told that's going to be in here. So everything that they have promised, I will assume is a priority for them to get for launch. Because if they don't don't give what they promise, people are going to be very mad. So things like Karen, proper solo instancing, all that's super important. There are different skeletons. They do have an Ixar illusion skeleton now, which is really cool. If you're an Ixar, you have Ixar Skelly. I didn't realize he broke, but that's okay, because I am strong. They need a catfish illusion for each race. It creates an insta model illusion of each race. No, they don't need that. You triggered me. Yeah, you might have. You might have. There's important things to do first. And I see you're like me, having lots of different chat windows for all the data. Normally, I don't. Normally, I have one that's like all the melee, all the spells are in the next one, and then I have my chat. I have like 3 windows, maybe an extra window just so I don't get pet spam whenever I'm playing a pet class. But because I'm streaming to people that want information, I try to keep all the information on my screen so that you guys can go through my VODs and go, oh, that's how much damage that did, or, you know, how much damage I took. I have OCD, and this is a lot for me. And the fact that all my windows are like not quite the same size, like these ones down here I got good, but these ones are not. And like, yeah. 3 windows. Did you notice she didn't say how big they are? I mean, if I'm playing on my widescreen, I totally have everything to the sides so that you don't see them in the middle. Okie dokie. So in here is usually a mummy and a chest and a banshee. Hi. I'm going to boop you. Definitely easy for this combo to be up here. Though Paladin would be safer if this was like an original combo. I have not rebuffed. How am I not? Oh, did I get dispelled? I thought I rebuffed. I don't think I died between there. I wasn't paying attention. I'm going to have to look at that. The chests do dispel, I think. But I wasn't fighting a chest before. Unless he like dispelled that all right at the start. I don't know. I'm going to have to look that up. We'll have to look. Oh, no, he just dispelled something there. That is what it is. Okay. Is that a proc or a cast? If it's a proc, I can evasion. I do need to get at least my SK buffs back up again. Oops, not on him, on me. I wasn't paying attention. Been there, done that. Yeah, that's me 24/7. That wall wasn't there when I remembered putting a wall there. Bonk. I am very clumsy and I am very squirrel. Apparently my being clumsy though is part of being having hypermobility, because you don't expect your body to go as far as it does. Something like that. Okay, so that's that. That's that. We need my SK buffs. I'm not going to put them all up because I need my regen. Because I can do a rebuff in 49 seconds. You know what? I'll just wait for that. Load spell, SK buff. We'll just hit the button. And then next time when we're fighting a chest, we will put on the evasive stance and see if it matters whether they hit me or not. Because I kind of remember it being a on-hit dispel. Soon, TM. 19 seconds. That's the opposite of what I have. My body never goes as far as I think it should. It happens like that as you get older. But I am just still like, I was that weird kid that could twist their arms around in school. Like, that was me. There we go. Quick buff. Yay! Load spell set. Combat. Now I'm just super curious about that dispel. Nice PC specs. Thank you. My husband chose them. He was like, I'm going to make you a streaming computer, one that can do video editing. And that's what I ended up with. We're just going to, as you, oh, it's not usually 2 banshees here. That's interesting. Yes, he did. I don't know anything about computers. So I know it's expensive and it's probably top of the line, and that's about it. Luckily, I have amazing support in my husband, so he does all the really cool stuff. He's the reason why I have a mini fridge there. He's the reason why I have all those sound panels so that my voice doesn't echo. This room is basically my husband. I have 4 monitors. I have a stream deck. I've got so much stuff here. Very nearly top of the line, yes, very close indeed. I do know that the RAM isn't what he wanted because RAM is super expensive right now. Oh, that's so cute. Has he been watching the stream? He does. The reason why I have a fridge is because I was like, man, I'd really like a fridge on stream. And the next thing I know, he walks in after my stream and goes, I ordered you a fridge. That's the kind of guy he is. And it wasn't yesterday, it was the day before. Someone was talking about barbecue ribs in my chat, and I'm like, oh, I could go for some barbecue ribs. And he ordered barbecue ribs. So, yeah. I am well loved and supported here. Well, scorn banshees don't dispel. Get that mana beta key. Yes, get that mana beta key. We need some giggle hubs here. He actually did join me on stream when I did World of Warcraft, when I was streaming back then. And he was playing a mage then. So he might be around. I could do that with a shoulder massage. He would absolutely do it. He would. He wouldn't do it on stream though, but every now and then I can be like, oh, I'm tired. Give me a rub. And he'll rub me. He's a good guy. Not expecting on stream. I mean, some people. Not one. He will never be on my stream in person. He is a very not on stream person, but you might see his characters now and then. Hopefully by the time he gets in, we will have what's it called? Aliases, because he and I want to keep Persona and him separate so that he doesn't get harassed. Because people absolutely will harass streamer significant others. So him having different names available to him will be really good. Yeah, this isn't that kind of stream, Eric. All right, I think I go in here next. Yep, you next, sir. This is super comfortable. Well, I am geared, but when I came in here on my caster combination, it was a bit iffy. But I think if I had done Mage, Necromancer, Enchanter, coming up here as a first character probably would have been really good, especially with pet changes now. I need to unlock some more stuff. Oh my gosh, so much. I really do. You missed massages on stream. It's okay. You're allowed to miss that one. I don't know why he poked you about it though. Oh, to mud it? Is that what it was? Huh. I'm actually looking at the experience. Usually plains is terrible, but that's, I mean, slow, but not bad. I am in two? Yeah, I'm in two. My camera is right behind this little thing here. I should move it. There we go. Where can we put that? We can put that here. No, we'll put it down. My OCD is like, where can you put it where it would look good? Okay, we can move. I'll move that and put that here. We can move this over to here. Save, close. And I will have to get into combat with something and make sure it's moved on. I think there's 3 up top here. No, just 1. Okay. I'm not in the building I thought I was in. Okay, start up. Yep, there we go. Go to DPS meter and shift. Hey, look at me. I know what I'm doing. There are also occasionally rat ears. Oh, what are we talking about? We've been through this. The only toes you get to see are giant toes. The only ears you can nibble on are goblin left ears from HHK. Now settle down and go back to your corner. Aww. Yes, I have actually found some rat ears. Considering War Enchanter Druid for a first character when EQL launches, that's probably not bad. You would be using your Druid for damage though. Luckily the Enchanter gives you mana, because Druids are not very efficient right now. They are getting some new spell and we don't know what it is. Why are we ripping? Why are we ripping? Oh, nice. Okay. Auto merge. Auto merge. Wait a second. I forgot to check to make sure these are already 4. Because I don't want to merge into anything that, yeah, there we go. Anything that isn't 4 already. Gimme. Gimma. Okay, so we need our 3s, which is this one. Merge. Merge. I have some good amounts of 5s and 6s now from doing some 3s and 4s. I need to do more 4s though. There's been a lot of complaints about moat drops, and I haven't felt that pain because I do higher level dungeons. Okay, and here. Oh, I can't go back right now, but why is my enhancement haste there? Hold on. Hold on. My pet is taking my stuff. Oh, I gotta take it out first. Dude. Dude. You're stealing my focus effects. I know somebody said something earlier. Hold on. Let me just go back. Hi, my dad says, I gotta watch this for an hour before I can play my Fortnite again today. I remember you. You said that last time too. Hi. I want to try Bar Druid Mage with maximum damage shields. So Mage and Druid damage shields do not stack. So you only need one of those. Minna finally got his breastplate. Congrats. Oh, and he finally got the shield. He must have been doing a lot of planes of hate stuff. I don't know why my auto Z is not working. Is it because of my map? Hold on. Let me go back to default and then go back. There we go. Okay. I will report that. I need to write this stuff down too, because I always say I'm going to do something and then forget. Oh, I'm sorry. Forget what I was going to do. This is my streaming notebook. Report. What is it? Map auto Z. Auto Z no work. I know what I'm talking about. Do I have my own community Discord? Actually, I do. I've just forgotten to set it up properly because right now it's got my friends in it and I want to keep them separate. So I need to do a little bit there. Have you heard of anyone being able to play EQL on handheld gaming systems like Legion, Go, and whatnot? People have been using Proton. People have been using Steam Deck, which is Proton. And I believe someone's run it on Mac as well. It is not supported, but people have been doing it. Figured Warrior Druid damage shield could have a fairly steady amount with a 29-point self-DS later for when it gets low. It is a really good combination. And Chloro having, what's it called? Endurance regen changes a lot of things. Did your pet charm you and take all your stuff? Probably. He's probably like, look, you make me die all the time, so I'm going to take your stuff because I'm better than you. It's probably something like that. What was Minna's BP? It looked really cool in the froglet when you were reading. I don't know what he was wearing before. Minna, what were you wearing before? It sounds like a proposition. But he finally got his warrior breastplate, so that's what he has now. He's been farming that thing for so long. Oh, where's my mouse? I need to make my mouse bigger. Actually, I can do that right now, can I? It's like settings, personalization, fonts maybe? No, it's not fonts. I'll have to find it. I'm pretty sure if you make your computer mouse bigger, it works here too. Upstairs, up we go. Close that. Hi. Depends on build. Either he was wearing the pristine studded leather tunic or the embroidered plate mail. So if it was plate, he was wearing the barred chest. If he looked like he was wearing leather, he was wearing the pristine studded. Thank you. And the barred chest is from here, from Hate. And the pristine studded is from Befallen. I'd love to join once you get it going. Absolutely. And I will definitely put it in Discords and stuff so that you guys can get there. I hope they update the quest armors. Spending motes to level them up is too expensive. Kind of. Right now, I think we can get up to 8 on motes. There might be 9s. I have not seen anyone link a 10. But we still don't have, and this is another thing that they're going to need to do before launch because it's been promised, the third way of leveling up an item. So once we get that, we'll know whether we need to change how quests work in order to get things leveled. Because if the third way is really good, then we're good to go. Q. We now have to kill all the wanderers up in this direction. As I ping this guy really carefully with my bow. At least this build will work really nice against the spike golems, because those are nasty. I saw a +10 rusty sword. +10ing like cracked staves and rusty swords is one of the first things people seem to want to do when they get in here. A non-plate class is able to even remotely close to, I can words, okay? Even remotely close to the AC soft cap. Yes. Soft caps are different for each classes. The casters are more than capable of getting up there. Straight casters, everything +10 gives you a lot of AC compared to what you normally would have. We don't need that. I actually already have one. And cleric. Oh. Let's just back on up here. Because there's a bone drake and a cleric of Inorok right there. And I don't have lull on my bar. I also don't have haste on myself anymore. We know how to do this. It was from the guy who's leveling without leaving the sewers. That's one heck of a challenge, man. Sewer maxing. Yeah, exactly. I would get so bored so fast. I need variety. All right. We do have someone over here we can grab. Come here. Oh, we got two. That's okay. Whoops. Nope. Where are they? Oh. Okay. We're good. Everything's fine. I didn't think I backed up that far, but apparently I did. Quatos, the sewer king. Yes, totally. I mean, I'm all for the challenge. It's just something I could not do. Good old glitchy plane of hate. There's some pathing you just can't fix. I feel like just having that wall there is the problem. They just need to like make the wall straight so you can't climb it. What do the drakes drop? They're like necromancer stuff, right? I kind of like monkey pathing. It's just not EQ without it, right? That's just nostalgia. That's not pathing. That's nostalgia. I really should be on the other side of my pet because we don't want him getting reposted. Also, I look. I'm going to need that dispel to stay on my bar. That's just how this works. Because we can remove some hit points we have to take down if we just dispel things. Ding! Lovely. If EQ Live had to release Hate 2.0 to fix pathing, I'm not sure GJ Game John can do anything. Oh no, Thought Destroyer. Oh no. 55. I can mez you. I can mez you. Got her. Got her. Good. I think they can. I have faith. They just need to like put a no-go zone for mobs on that wall. When the mob heads the other direction across the zone, through the walls, past the minibus, over the hill, through the woods, and then brings friends. That's when you FD. This must have been somebody else's Thought Destroyer. I wonder how I wonder if I can take them. I should. So when you need to heal as an SK, you empower. Empower will increase your damage and increase your healing. See how it's like higher for the heal? That is how you heal. Now, I think you need, yeah, you do need a wisdom straight caster or a int straight caster in order to have empower. There we go. Look at that. I crit for 855 on my spirit tab and then healed myself for 1,000. Okay, here we go. We should be okay now. My other build could not take a Thought Destroyer. I was brand new though. My concern is if I wear plate, I'm losing a ton of plus int and mana stats that I end up with decent tank that is mediocre int class. I could be 1,000%, 100% wrong. So it is important, but right now, a lot of gear has wonky stats. That's just part of classic. You do have a lot of plate that has int on it or plate that has wisdom on it. So you don't have to worry about that too much. The biggest thing about your mana pool isn't really your int, it's having 2 int classes, because then it will give you twice the mana pool. If you are just a melee, not 2 int classes, but 2 spellcaster classes. If you are 2 melee and a caster class, your mana pool is too small if you really want to use mana. So you gotta take that into account. Let's get some health back. She's taking a while, but we can take her. I didn't come up here until 50 with my original combo. Where's my empower? There it is. So seeing me able to do this at 48, even though I'm geared, makes me happy. You are not dusting off the PayPal account. Good morning. Are the drops on different levels of difficulty just stats? Yeah. Every difficulty drop is exactly the same, except the higher you are, the more pluses you get already on the gear. So if you're farming for a focus effect, being on 1 or 2 is really nice because you don't have to mode it in order to get the upgrade, get the focus effect out, that kind of thing. What do you need for invaluable? That is wizard and bard. So some neat. Oh, what kind of tricks did you see? I find it a very interesting ability, but I haven't really played around with it yet. Back to Spellblade. We should be okay. Oh, I'm slowed. Hold on. There we go. Because she's an enchanter and I wasn't paying attention. There we go. At least she didn't strip my buffs. Classic gear does have weird stats. Later expansions, they start to have stuff that makes more sense for class. I wonder if they'll do something with gear stats in the future expansions. I wouldn't be surprised. Ooh! I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know how they'd do that. Oh, evasion stats. Evasive. Evasive. But they will. It's also still not too bad, because then you just get, say you need both wisdom and int. You could get some pally stuff and some SK stuff. Ooh, what's that? Wow. I already have that. Gosh. All right. So my intention is to do shorter streams, take breaks, and then do shorter streams. So this is about where I'm going to stop off for today for this stream. I will be back again in about an hour. That gives me time to like rest up, get food, etc., without having to munch every 3 minutes. So we're gonna chill right here. I will catch you guys in about an hour. You're welcome to join me. You're welcome to do other things. I love your support. So don't worry. I'll be here again later. Let me just finish answering some questions here. Running feign death costs into hide and sneak from rogue. Yep, that is definitely possible. Except that you're still in combat. you have to feign death and wait for the FD to actually work. Does the moat system add stuff already? Maybe they balance them out here. Oh, doesn't the moat system? I'm not sure what you're asking there. You might have to. A red flag sitting on the edge of the seat, ready to click the button. No. For double mana, do you need 2 int classes or 2 wisdom classes, or can you have 1 or 1 and 1? You can have 1 and 1. You can have 2. It basically looks at your classes, goes how many of them are int or wisdom, and then goes which 2 are the highest. So if you have wisdom and int and wisdom, and your wisdom is higher, it will give you the mana pool of the 2 wisdoms. If you have wisdom and int and then a melee, you'll have both the wisdom mana pool and the int. And if your int is higher, you'll have the int. It gives you the best of your casters. Looking outside at the grass, get intimidated by squirrels. I love my squirrels. Oh, Vagrant, you came in right at the end of my first stream. I will be back in about an hour, though. All right, classic gear. Oh, yeah, interesting. Yeah, that might be an interesting way to like do a moat system for stats. That could be cool. Yeah, I will catch you guys. Your timing is impeccable. I'm sorry. I will catch you guys in about an hour. Thank you for dropping by. We'll do another 2-3 hours next time. And maybe we'll go to Fear. I haven't been up there, so bye-bye.